Good evening, everyone. How's everybody doing?
Hey Mushi, good evening. All
Good.
good.
Awesome. Did you have a good weekend? Happy Thanksgiving, those who is celebrating Thanksgiving, and those who is not. I hope you had a good time. At least you get a good break. Now tomorrow will be exciting days. So welcome. So let me share my desktop. Let me know if you see my desktop, and I'll stop video for a second. Do you see my desktop? If you see my desktop, welcome. If you can, somebody can unmute yourself or say in a way that you're saying it, right?
I can see it, Mushi.
Awesome, thank you. And those who is new or others, please try to be stay active with us. Say hello on the chat line and say your city, state, where you are dialing us from. It would be great to be a little bit more interactive. And I have people in the room also answering your question, and if you have a question, type in, somebody is going to know the answer, and hopefully we will learn from each other. Those who is who came first time, this is your first time, you're welcome to share a little bit about you, how you found out and what you expect out of it. If you never heard who I am Mushi Bhuiyan. I'm the founder of this non-profit organization, UrbanHood. UrbanHood is an educational platform for our parents' organization. Urban Food Alliance is a food bank. Visit that website if you have a chance. But our goal is not giving anybody food, at the same time giving something food for their brain, and that's UrbanHood. So everything we share today educational purpose only. This is strictly educational purpose. If you are new, please take your time, learn it. If you are new in trading or investing in stock market, take your time. There are something called paper trading. Do the paper trading, and this is only business in the world in stock market. You learn with your not real money. You learn the business though with something called simulation. So please do the simulation before you put real money and trade in stock market. So what are we going to do? We are going to be sharing with you the four topics. Is number one, market. We'll give you some market economy that you should be considering if you are active in the stock market, or somebody might be not active, you are passive. Whichever direction you go to, is this economical information going to help you? Over the weekend, you may already have seen there are a lot of news happened, and that last week what happened, that this in since 1931, this is the first time in the market that in Thanksgiving market shocked everyone. Historically, seasonally, that always Thanksgiving was is upside then downside, but it went so much down that people no one predicted it's gonna happen. So knowing those market economy is going to help you to find a reason why it happened, and then be in a way not like guesswork. Guesswork is going to be out of the picture. So market economy is very important if you wanna be successful in the stock market. Then we are going to dive into the stock markets and what are stocks, indices, and then few things about real estate and crypto. So this is the four way we try to touch up, see how much we can cover within the time we have. And if you again, those who is joining with us, please type yourself on the chat line if you have any questions. There are enough folks in the room, they will be responding, and then time to time I will look at a chat. So as far as market, what's happening with the things that you should market economy. So last week, the biggest thing happened. The reason market was very shocked that on Friday, because on Wednesday, short day, Friday, that fear came out along this variant virus they found in Africa, southern part of Africa. When this variant came along, and that shocked the whole world that it's spreading very fast. Because it's spreading very fast, that USA and neighboring countries, other countries are taking precaution. There, some of the countries even shut down the some of the flights from Africa region, the southern part of Africa region. So because of that, the whole market investor got afraid that we might have another 2020 is March 2020. What happened 2019 shutdown might happen because all all the others are saying that this is bigger than spreading much faster than the other one. Okay, and if you are not speaking, please mute your line. And then the next fact is in Nasdaq, S&P. That, as I said, the last week all of the indices went down. Nasdaq, S&P, Dow Jones. Dow Jones have almost on Friday close to over 1,000 points went down. That's the worst since 1930th. So that kind of gives you an idea what might happen. So now with this, what will happen tomorrow morning? You might see there might be panic sale happening. If you are in the market for long term, do not do panic sale. It always happens, when one day, 2 day gets red, and when uh, markets opens up, then what happens, and the things get settled down. So you might see fear happens. We have seen that in the past. We reminded everybody, no fear sell, no panic selling, come down, market will cool down. And as far as managing the COVID and the vaccine, USA is way ahead comparing other countries. So we should be in good shape. So as an investor, we should not be in a panic mode. Okay, no panic sell. And those who has cash, just say they don't just buy it because you see it happened. Then the number third things you need to see that on Tuesday, especially Tuesday, Wednesday, Fed chair and Janet Yellen is going to be in DC. They will have some banking hearing at the same time. Fed chair Jerome Powell is going to try to prove in front of Senate and Congress that saying he's the right person for Biden since Biden picked him for the second terms. So they will try to bash him and do whatever it takes to show to kind of see this man is still up for the challenge. The challenge for what's happened with the economy and inflation and all on the market shutting down and so on and other things their Fed is pumping money in the market, all those details. Okay, the variables, what are the shutdown fear, as I mentioned, that you'll see that will go a little bit detail. Other countries are taking some precautions, so that's the one of the biggest thing in the market, why it's going down, because of the fear. And in that fear, some business are going to get affected, especially those that involved in airlines and travels. You see the luxury hotels, those stock is going to get affected. But if you truly do some research, you will see that business will turn around. So some of you might find some Black Friday or Cyber Monday sale tomorrow. So take advantage of it if you know the business. And those who is going to be with us on the Discord every week when market opens 9:30, we have a private Discord channel for our members, especially members who are the paid members. Then there we share what's coming in, and live tape reading and all the details we share with the team, and then teams can ask any questions. It's interactive sessions. So inflation built into the system, that's also something that what I meant to say, that you are going to say see that although we have been being told that this inflation is temporary, is not happening. This weekend a bunch of CEO and others in industries is analysis and report I've been watching, and especially watching and reading. And then what I'm finding out that all the business owners, especially in supply chain, Macy's, Sears, and the Toys R Us, those holiday gifts, those CEOs are mentioning that things already went so high that they don't see that their price is going to go down because they had to increase the labor, the people they're hiring, especially their minimum wage. To continue the business, they increase $15 to $17. So if it is $15 to $17, how do you think that that when things come down, are they going to tell those people, oh, you're getting a pay cut? So they don't think that it's going to happen. And no matter how much Powell and all the others trying to say that inflation is temporary, they don't think that it's going to happen. Inflation is going to go higher. That means your purchase power or the money power is going to get demoted. So understand that. So that means price increase, supply chain for all those things you are seeing difficulties is keep going to go higher. The other reason that they are saying that they don't think it's going to go down because the demand of consumer, any of the CPI data that anybody is reading and watching, you will see that consumer the, the demand is much higher comparing last 2 years. This year it went even more than last year, 13% more. So when they're saying that hey, demand is getting higher, although price is going higher, and people have money that to buy the gifts and things necessary they need to do. So who's going to get cut here? So inflation is not going down. Inflation is baked in with current price. So those are the things that you're going to see that now Powell is going to get challenged, and to see how he can handle current inflation, saying that inflation they have a plan in place, they can still reduce those labor shortage and all the others down. Back to that the variable, there are multiple variables, it's not only one thing, so be mindful please. So what do we see that this coming week, this market wise coming week in Asia market, be one of the biggest thing that in China PMI data is going to come out. When PMI is all the manufacturers, you see supply chain is having difficulty because of China and not able to deliver the product they are supposed to deliver, and then all the corona things got shut down, labor shortage. So this week is number going to coming out, China PMI, and with that number they are expecting that China's number is going to be below 50%. How bad it is, we'll see. That may affect the other market, especially in USA and Europe. So that's something, keep an eye on this. And those who is doing and who has very much investment in Chinese ETF, and that will get affected. GDP report from South Korea is coming out. So with that GDP report is going to show that is South Korea also, are they saying the same thing what other we are seeing in USA, inflation and is going higher, people have the money to spend, and is there any sign of coming down, right? And then in India, Paytm is a company that is almost like, think of our PayPal here, PayPal or Stripe or those fintech where it does a lot of huge e-commerce. So this giant company is going to have their earnings coming this coming week. That's going to show that if Indian people are so embracing this technology and they're spending more money, and the growth is going higher and higher, or it's going to go down, we'll see. But that's something is in Europe market, especially in India. Keep an eye on this, those who is trading in India market. And next in Asia, that CPI data and inflation data is going to come out. So with that CPI data, inflation data is going to be coming out from Germany, France, Italy, Spain, UK, and some other neighboring countries. That's going to tell the same thing. Are they seeing the same trend like every other place, like Europe, in America? So if that's the case, then they are facing the same challenge we are facing. we'll see how that happens. But typically, when those who is doing futures, and futures are index SPY and those, that's going to get affected, based on the whatever news coming in. But if you do some individual companies and stuff based on the company and the business, you may not see too much in effect happens up and down. But indices is going to get affected, you'll say that. New COVID mutation, what we mentioned earlier, that in UK and some other countries looking to lock down. They just ease up the restriction not too long ago. Now they are having the conversation, closed door conversation this weekend, tomorrow, and this coming week they might come up with another lockdown. If that is happens, that is might shock the market. Okay. So if that happens, and also that in the USA market is going to get affected, so be careful. America's a lot of stuff happening in here in USA. The on Tuesday, as I mentioned, the Powell and Janet Yellen is going to be on the committee hearing in DC. During the committee hearing, that they are going to go after all kind of angle, especially senators, Congress, and try to go after them to see what Fed is doing to tapering this buying purchase. Fed is pumping money in and on the bond side and equity side. Okay. And next thing, that Dollar General is going to come up with a report to see what's the demand happening, how they are managing all those cheap stores, especially Five Below, Dollar Store, and sometimes I think last week I remember, last week or a few weeks ago I read an article someplace, even Dollar Tree and Dollar Store, they will stop selling products under $1. Those products are going to be gone. So now Dollar General is going to come out some quality and the quantity, some results report this week. That's going to be get affected in those smaller stores that you may have seen. That's again, consumer are the people who's at the bottom. Are they paying too much money on this, and how current country policy is going to help, so that people who is at the bottom not even in spending more money to get their day-to-day livings, right?
Yeah, I think Dollar Tree made an announcement that everything was going up 15%, so everything would be a dollar 15.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. I remember reading someplace and stuff, and I saw that this weekend is a bunch of analysts had this fear that say, hey, Dollar General is going to come up this report, this that will affect, and honestly affect, that will give emission to the Congress team, hearing team, to go after Powell, when Powell kept saying inflation is just temporary, right? So that's, so be careful on that, this. But again, market needs any kind of when the market doesn't need anything, nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow with the market. And that's all also what I meant to say. If somebody said, oh, I knew exactly things going to happen last week, that's great, man. I hope you can come and share, uh, and others can learn from you. You have that magic, talent that others don't have it. But there is no magic something. You just have to, magic that I have not seen and I have not heard anyone came up with that. And job numbers on Friday is going to come out. So what is that job number means? That's also, if you have, especially those who is doing options, you are at profit, take your money out, take care, because we do not know what's going to happen on Friday. But we have seen last month the job number came very good, way more than expected number. The investors are looking currently to see if the market can maintain this momentum and moving forward like this. If it does, we might see market is going to have a green days. Else is it needs one excuse just to go down. So some of you might find some bargain deal in on Friday, especially those who's looking for the sale price. That's the on economy part. Now I just want to have anybody has anything about economic before I go to the next chapter. How's that the what do you call it? Do the market? Let me see.
Mushi, just one quick question. This is Ranjit here.
Sure, go ahead.
So you got the news, right? That China asked DD to delist from the stock market. Is that going to have any
What
impact?
happened?
China has asked DD to delist from the
Yeah,
US.
yeah, I saw that news. This is just China can ask a lot of things. It's not gonna happen like overnight. DD is right in many other countries, in here also in USA market, right? So when I say I do not, anything could happen. We have seen that in that China, a couple other Chinese company also got delisted. But I saw the news. I owned DD when it came IPO. I added, but then I slowed down. I did not add more. And when I saw that a lot of shaky thing happening in China. So am I doing panic sell? No, I'm not doing panic sell. You know. Okay, Ranjit, I do not know what's gonna happen. We say, but we see a lot of investors, especially here in USA for long term. The one is doing long term money means retirement or the retirement money or the insurance, big market makers. They are slowly buying some of these as Chinese asset. The company they believe that will do very well, and they're finding a very discounted price. Okay, so I would not be panic too much, but if you are, you can always take some loss, and if you're heavy on it, and just come back to see if it can go down more, and then buy back. But with this kind of news, and until really have get solid, I'm not too worried about it. Okay, Ranjit.
Mushi, I
That is,
also have a question.
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
We see lawsuits against the companies, and they ask if somebody has a loss by purchasing shares from this date to this date, they'll contact us, and there will be no charges to them, and things like that. So, do you think it is worth to contact them if someone has the stocks bought within those dates?
When you say someone contact them, meaning help me to understand that.
Uh, there's the LSPD company, so I bought some shares for that company, and those went about 40% down due to some illegal information and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then one uh, uh, this law company,
Mm-hmm.
uh, they announced that if someone has bought these shares before 28 September 2021 from 10 December 2020, so they can,
So,
if
so
they
let's put it on hold tomorrow. Okay, all say because see when you read something, they send information which is good. I'm glad you're reading it, but anything related to China, no one knows really what's.
no, this is not China. This is the company
Uh-huh.
based in Canada, and it is listed in U.S. Exchange
Ah,
and
I
Canada
see.
Exchange.
Yeah. So yeah,
LSPD.
LSPD.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about this company much, but we'll take a look at it. Okay, just give me a
Yes.
second.
My question is according if the law company says this thing, they are having a suit against this company and they are asking the information. So it is worthwhile that are beneficial to give them and talk to them and provide them the information. That is my question.
Huh. Depending, I think for some of these stock, they are going to send you their information and provide that based on the how much money you invested with LSPD, right? It's their duty to inform all the shareholder. So hey, this is the lawsuit happening because of this, and if you provide this, then they might take some legal action against those company if there is a result comes in your favor based on your amount of stock that you might get some benefit from it. It all
Yeah.
depends that how many stock you have. Do you want to take your time? I get so many of these emails like these because I own this company. Sometimes I look at the amount of share I have. It's not worth my time to spend it. I just ignore it and move on.
Okay, so but my question was, is it benefit to spend time and give them the information, things like that, and there is some result coming out of it? That was my question.
Yeah, benefit, like I said, it's all depend how many share you have. Do you have how much you invested with this company? Okay.
Okay.
Either how much time I wanna put my time or it's going to pay me more return. So I also know there are so many other investors out there. If they want to invest heavily invested, they will do all the cooperation. Sometimes my investment is not big enough that it's not worth my time to here is this information, here is this information. A lot of this stuff, this too much paperwork, pushing too much paperwork. I don't have time for it.
Okay. Thank you.
I would rather spend the time to find a deal or I can make 5 times more money than just sending somebody fill out this form and then, oh, did you receive it? Did you not? So on and so. Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, this they are doing their due diligence because of the SEC regulation. They have to follow it. Okay. So
Okay.
let's see now the Nasdaq. Those who is new on QQQ, you see the Nasdaq. What happened? Now we're looking at daily, and this gives me an idea to what direction. If you look at it last week, at some point in the Nasdaq, when the last week is went almost high all time high 408. You see that it went, and QQQ is just a ETF for Nasdaq technology stocks. It gives indication that did it go all time high? It couldn't, and then it just drop off. You see that all time high is 408, and in that, and when it's touching all time high, it did not go. Now last week, 3 days in a row, Friday, it just big drop happened. So when big drop happened, then what's gonna happen? You see that now if I come smaller chunk, we see that it's coming down here. The way it does look like it's a trend is it can go down a little bit more. So when it does go outside this band, we don't know how bad it's going to go down, because that's when you might see this week something like called SQQTQQ is bearish and bullish. They are going to go down on upside or bearish side. So currently market is more bearish on the market. It is temporary, but over time in the long term you saw that it's not slowing down. It's all green. So when things happen up down, last week with all this surprise happening, still it tried to touch all time high. It's cooled down. So the market is zigzag, and it's almost like those who is watching the pattern. You see it's creating almost like he had W. You see that double bottom. So it can turn back around and it can go back again and touch all time high. We do not know, but temporary. You might see tomorrow it's going to have a little upside and then it's going to turn around. You see here, this is 4 hours. It came down. It's ready to come back up on this channel. And the secret, if somebody says, how do I do this? It's a simple chart you can use. Whatever a technical chart you're using is Bollinger Band. That's great. If those who's new are also try to follow some technical charting, Bollinger Band is the great one. Just gives you not to have all the surprise. You trade based on what you see in front of you. Okay. So QQQ short term bearish. This coming week I do think it's going to turn around, and it's just like right now sentiment. This coming week, I'm neutral and bullish QQQ coming back upside. Now SPY is the one S&P 500. What do we see on SPY? Look at 4 hours. 4 hour charts, same pattern we see. It touched, it came down so low. You see this But on the weekly side, on the short term, on the weekly, SP, although it touched, it's going to turn. You'll see that it will turn around. You see some of this divergence happen in a way. It's too much. Can go down a little bit more, but it's going to turn around. You see, on you look at weekly, you see the weekly last week it tried to touch all-time high 473 on this. You see here, but it could not. This candle doesn't have the body. It could not decide which direction to go to because of the fear it came in the market. But this fear, we know that the USA is way ahead of comparing others around the world. So it's just temporary. All the economic factor, everything else, they are saying that sign is business is doing well. When I say sign means we just had the earnings for all the big tech, banking, and the consumer and the materials. They came out. You saw that every single business, every single business, the one doing well during pandemic, Walmart, Amazon, and the Home Depot, right? You look at those business that those consumer business, they have had the earnings way higher than before. Some of those stock got reflected, some of them did not. So what that tells you that during pandemic, that they don't see that it's slowing down. Some business are way ahead comparing others to catch up. So same thing gonna happen if it goes down. That's what goes down overall index. You will see that some of the good business is going to turn around, and then you find a sell from there. And one of the thing here I was talking about this now the Disney. Look at Disney. If anybody is looking at tell me a stock to buy, what stock to buy? Help me to understand. It's a common sense. Look at the weekly Disney. Where was Disney before? Before all this happened, Disney touched over 200. Disney went over 200. If I go here, you'll see Disney was 200 or 203. When was that? It's in March this year. But then it came down. Disney 180 and above. It did touch around this time. It does touched. Now look at last Disney. Since then, what happened to Disney? Disney came down, but look, it's so much down that is it like did Disney really do so much bad? We know Disney got into in so many other business that Disney just sitting there. It is a business that if somebody is looking and believe in that business, Disney will turn around. Disney is taking Google's lunch. They are taking Netflix lunch. They are taking going in so many other business. You see that some of this stuff here, it just like does it's a good sell. If you believe in that, hey, do I really wanna learn more about it? Disney will turn around. Okay. So when red days like this happens, what do? You look for companies who's going to give you a return. Now look at this Moderna. And this is what we all kept reminding each other, please guys, when we do this, here you can see that I have people coming Cyber Monday running or Black Friday sale running. Currently we have this zero to hero program, only $24.99. It has, by the time you're done, it's a 1 year program. If you don't make this money, we tell you what to buy, what not to buy. You do homework, you listen to us, and then we share the everyday trade comes in. You don't make this money and you didn't learn, you didn't grow, we'll give your money back. We don't. We are not here just try to tell somebody, hey, just come join. And the membership we have the light as low as less than $1, less than $1 a day. We have light membership. With that, what you get? You get Office 365. You get access to the courses, all the course content we have it, access to that. It's less than $1. And gold, anybody does stock trading and gold and platinum, this is all stock related. So in that stock related, you see that some of the members come join with us last year. Before he coming in, 40,000 loss. Within months, 2 months, he got his money back. Within few months, he made the money and joined. So have people nothing is free, and I have people telling me, oh, that WebEx. I said, look, although we are a not-for-profit, Webex is not free. Office 365 is not free. Everyone going to get Office 365. You will get access to hosting these courses cost us money. So just we value education, guys. And then what I want to tell you, look at Moderna. Look at the Moderna. What happened to Moderna? When Moderna was keep going down, you can ask our paid members. We have been telling them, just buy. It's going to turn around. It's going to turn around. Look at Moderna. Some of us kept adding. It went below 240 to 12. And those who is watching and who kept saying, should I buy? I said, buy. It's going to turn around. Look
I
last week.
bought. It was painful though.
Yes, I know it's painful, but that's why you don't do, you believe in business. Do not buy if you cannot, do not believe in business. When it happened, we had people go slow down, but at least no, long term is going to turn around. I have somebody like last week made more than $20,000 because when it came down, and he kept, should I sell? I said, don't sell. It's going to turn around. What if I have money? I would add more. So what this person he truly believed in, he did it. Last Friday, he cashed out $20 profit on Moderna alone. I told him, why did you do that? You'll make more money, right? But what I'm trying to tell you that the modern, look at all this thing happens. Moderna is not running around, going away. It's going to come back up. So you see here, but can Moderna slow down? Of course, if what goes up too fast, you see that it's going to come down. So you buy it when now is not the time to get back in Moderna. You just wait for the pullback. So during the day, what happens? I cannot tell. Nobody can tell what's going to happen tomorrow. But if Moderna, by any chance, there is a say, hey, we got this variant virus, we got the cure. It's not that as bad as we thought. You'll see Moderna is going to cool down. Okay. And what else? I meant to
Yeah, I
share.
think that's probably what's going to happen because the the prime minister or something from or president from one of those countries already came out and said,
Yes.
yeah, this is a very mild variant.
Yes. And look at this business, Palantir. I know sometimes people say, what, uh, I those who doesn't know the business, just guys, we are encouraging people learn business. Do not go after a ticker just because you don't know what they do. So and something like called finbiz.org or com you can go. It's a free. It's going to give you a lot of good information. But this business, what you see that what we see as it keep going down after earnings, you see it went a little bit higher and then it's keep going down. It's keep going down. Last week everything happened. It came down. Now it's keep going down. But what we're seeing that especially Kathy, she keeps adding whenever this stock goes certain down. Kathy would keep adding some of this stock like this. So those who know that in the group, that in our even our free groups, who share what Kathy buys, what Kathy is not buying it. So if you believe in some of this, the technology company, they are growth companies, some of the struggle they're having right now, I would buy this. I do think that it's going to turn around. It's just some of the difficulty happen. It's I would not go crazy too much, but certain number, I'll put it in there. I know I have, once others, you remind each other, hey, I added a little bit. Can it come down here? It can come down to below 20 again. But I'll add more. Okay. But this is a good company, and I do see that, it has a success. It can go higher. Anybody invested Amgen in this room? Look at this stock. Look at this stock. What happened when in July? 247. 247 higher. Look at what it is at now. This is a big drop, this company. So some of this stock, I'm not saying buy it. I am going to be keep watching stocks like this that I know that it can do well. For now, it doesn't have a direction. What direction can it go down more? It can go down more. But if it does, I in the past I made money on this. I might go into and see what they have in the pipeline in this and how they're planning to mitigate with the current market and see if it can go higher. Okay, so this is something I have in my radar this coming week. And other things like Marriott and these, let's see how are they doing. They're going to get suffered more. You see, last week, big, holy cow, 140 Marriott from here to big dump from 150 to 140, it came down, right? So because of this fear, all of these stock, airlines, hotel are going to be get suffered. But if any hotel chain anybody goes, thinking, I'm thinking this one. Right? Anyone
And
has
quick
anything?
question, Mushi. Yeah, so looking at your chart, you use the Heikin-Ashi candles. Any particular reason for that?
Yeah, because I don't want to go after the volume. What happens? I just want to see the price action. What's the price action? And is this the price? Is current market the volume? Can it handle that price? And I had a better luck with going Hikanashi than the candle. Okay? So that's why I did it.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, there is no right or wrong answer because it just worked for me. When the trade I make, the style of trade, and the trader I am, and I had a better luck with the Hikanashi than candle. Okay. Anything else? And those who know that I like Amazon just killing me. Amazon killing me, but I have short term, long term, and those who is also in the room that when Amazon came in, I did say that hey, I took some profit. Amazon is the last week, or a few weeks when it came in, I said I sold some, and then when it came down, Amazon came below this 35. I kept adding more. Last Friday, adding more Amazon. But look at Amazon overall. Amazon is the one of the biggest one that in this pandemic market they say that it didn't get benefit comparing the Google, Facebook, and or you look at Microsoft, how they got benefit. That's all. Amazon dumped more money back in the business and just being better and better in delivery and efficiency. You'll see that as Amazon is taking away UPS and FedEx lunch, Amazon is going to have a shocking number. When it's gonna happen, we do not know. So that's within the short term, that while I make some short term trade, and I'm long term. If I find opportunity with Amazon, it's going to do it's going to turn around. You see that when at the bottom, Amazon is so much. It's going to turn around with Amazon. Okay, but typically what we have seen Amazon that month of November that is going to be suffering first 2 weeks, second 2 weeks, and January you are going to see that Amazon is coming up. If there is no surprise, they will start turning around, and they will be over 4,000 next year. You'll see that Amazon turning around. Okay, so that's Amazon. Tesla, our friend Tesla. What happened to Tesla? Anyone trading Tesla? uh, Look at the why is Tesla last week? I had a good chance, but those who is underestimating what business Tesla is in, Elon is the only guy who goes in public saying I sold billions. His stock didn't get suffered. In marketing wise, he's a genius marketing guy. He changed the way investor thinks. But look, comparing that, it did not shock too much. The amount of the billions he sold Tesla, but stock held very strong. And last Friday it was going to be very good turnaround green. It just pulled back because of the market fear. You see, so Tesla turning around. You'll see the Tesla guy. No, Tesla, we know when it opens up, it gets chalked up, it goes below 1,000 and 1,100, and then later on it turns around. Okay. Anybody into Zillow? Zillow is another one that I am watching closely. And is it bottom yet? I don't know, but I will be watching. You see, Zillow $55 is came down. If I go daily, it's just trying to consolidating around this price, 50 below 16, and this price is trying to consolidate. If Zillow turn around, things coming in, Zillow is another one that is, if somebody is looking something long term in your retirement, I don't know about you, I would be adding more Zillow. Zillow is a very good price, and whatever news Zillow mentioned is the best thing they have done. They are doing. Zillow will, at some point, think of this, guys. Yahoo. Whenever sometimes somebody is looking for something, first thing they said, did you Google it? Did you Google it? Did you Google it? They don't say, did you go on Yahoo? Did you go on Bing? Did you Bing that? They don't. Google just created anything you search in the world, Google it. Their word is in dictionary. Zillow created the same thing in real estate. Anybody wants to know about house location? Oh, check Zillow. If that's the case, Zillow at some point changed their business model. They went a direction where they should not be competing with the what Century 21 Remax they're doing. So Zillow lost trust from some of the partners or other business alliance they should be alliance with, not competing with them. So whatever decision they made, they are going to cut down this. That's a try and trial and error. That's what happened. Because that happened, Zillow is struggled a little bit, you see. But you are going to see Zillow is going to turn around. Zillow will right now, can it go down more? Yes, we have seen that it happened. If I go monthly, look at on the monthly chart, it shows clearly that Zillow can come down. Here 36, you see here, it already come down to 53. Can it come down 30? It can come down 30. If it does, this is a great buy. I would add this is going up, down. But this is a good for long-term stock. That it. If somebody wants to put something on there for the retirement stock. I think I shared a lot. Now let's get back to the Bitcoin. Who is doing Bitcoin? Are you watching what happened to the Bitcoin over weekend? I know we have Bitcoin friends in the room.
Hey, Assalamu alaikum, Mushi.
Aziz, how are you? Welcome, man.
How you doing, brother?
Good, awesome. How are you doing?
Doing good, doing good. Just same old, busy as usual. I saw this little post. I was, hey, let me go say hello to my dear friend. But yeah, no, it was crazy how that big drop occurred, but it's starting to rally up a little bit.
Yeah, right. And you see that here, I had weekend, Zillow had to be the Bitcoin and whole market got a little shaken up. Now it looks like it's recovering.
Yeah.
So which is good that, but it does, last when it says is the Bitcoin is going to go down more, who knows? But one of the things you are going to see that current Fed is going to do, as Janet and current Fed, what are they going to do? We do not know. They have a big responsibility to show people can trust our central government. So why Biden chose Powell and what his next 2 days, anybody wants to find out, you're going to see that he's going to get hammered that what he's planning to do in this cryptocurrency. what he's planning to do to tighten up that our financial industry. That way people can trust back to our central government, central banking system. Else crypto is going to come back to peer to peer. Why do you think people go after crypto and Ethereum and all this? Because it's peer to peer. It has a more transparency. They know government are crooked, they know there are many evidence. People think the government crooked, government are not transparent. One administration come, they use swing it in their favor. When they go, someone comes in. So as this happening, people got tired of doing that. Now that's why you can see that whole crypto world is just shaken up. So because of some of those conversation, it got shaken down, and now again back in there. But during the whole up and down thing, we know many people use crypto as a hedge, just like gold and other things. So we'll see what happens on the crypto. But I am like many, when crypto went 60 over, it touched 60. I own Bitcoin. I own some of the other coins and stuff. I didn't sell it. But at some point I took some profit just for short term. I got back in the market. Okay. Look at Shiba. Shiba is man. Oh, Shiba is still sitting there. Cardano is a Solana Cardano that is still staying strong on top 10. Polkadot is there. Doge is still there, and in the top 10 list. But I'm surprised Shiba got went down. But anyway, this is not end yet. This is just temporary. Whatever happens, some people took advantage of this drop. Some people got panicked. So nothing. If you are long term with the market, don't be panicked. It happens. But at the same time, if you take some profit off of the table, nothing wrong with it. You can get back in the market for short term trade. Yeah. So I will be looking in this any of those, and if some of the coins that I want to add in my portfolio, I'll be adding that. I do think I covered everything I wanted. Now, you guys have any questions? And I think that Aziz and other people, there are some people private texted, I can see, and I'm going to share this just to let you know. Oops, you guys see that, right?
Mushi,
Go ahead.
Mushi, I have one quick question.
Go
So
ahead.
this is regarding the new variant. Do you think that investing in the healthcare based stocks, okay, like Novavax, Moderna, or there are several such stocks, right? Would that be a best investment at this point? Because yeah, Moderna has announced that they could probably come up with a vaccine for the new variant by the early 2022.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So yeah, considering
Yeah,
considering the
I'll address your
situation
question.
now,
Just give me a second, because some people asked me that. Let me answer him, and then I'll come back. So you see, every day we have today, as some of you know, that we had 3 sessions since morning. I had it, But every day we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We have sessions in different topics, investment, passive income, digital marketing, you name it. We have the sessions, and then stock trading session, and then typical day, what we do every day typically. This is what, 9 o'clock, 4 till 4 p.m. We have a Discord voice. On the voice, we share the Aziz and others. Those in the past used to see that we have to have that Excel sheet that we used to share with some of the live trade. Now we have people just reading out some of those live tape, and then people and then ask question, hey, what's happening? And then as someone who is looking at the live of those data, he said, this is what I'm seeing. He said, this is what I'm seeing, right? So this way you get the source of data from not only one provider, multiple provider comes in. You can hear the live tape information, and then we do share some of those. Big money comes in. When somebody says big money comes in, and we all share. I'll show you the example that big money comes in, then people, and then we take some of those trade. We have over 90% success rate with those trades. So that as we see that where big guys are putting money in, it's almost like the follow the whale in crypto world. So, and the programs are like daily live talk. We have financial freedom. There is a 4 session, 10 sessions, 0 to hero, 24 sessions. This is like those who are with us in the past. You saw that we had fundamental, basic, in advanced. We have option, basic, advanced. We have technical analysis, basic, advanced. This is, we don't cover that. This is like we assume you have access to all those tools, and then you watch the video here on 24 sessions, meaning in almost like 6 months of program. We go through the strategies that where we have couple people in our community now. They trade with millions, and some of them are $1 billion account they're managing. Some of them are hedge fund owners, some of them are investment banker. They come in, they share the strategies. So when they share strategies, you can ask them question, interact, and sometimes they share the trade also in the community. So this is what 0 to hero program is. That's why when we say that, hey, this is not like only one person. You are meeting, you are picking up from the people who already are the best at what they do, and they don't do the retail money. They are the market makers. So that's the program we run, in part of the 0 to hero program, and keep sharing that. Now, as I shared the what is it, now let me go back here to answer your question about what stock to look for, right? You are saying that is the healthcare is good. Someone asked the question. Is this the good time to buy the healthcare, or is the vital what type of stock? Look, I don't know the answer. And what I shared with you that what I'm going to look for, that I am invested in some of the stock that in the healthcare in the past, it went down and it did not give me enough return. But then I shared with you some stock I know that it's got beaten up so much that it will do well. Healthcare, there is no on healthcare in biotech and is areas, some of the business is like too much manipulation happens. If you do not know the business, you do not know what's in their pipeline, you do not know about, you do not like to read about it, then I would recommend you not to get in, because that's not your, honestly, your cup of tea. Your cup of tea should be whatever you enjoy reading, and just go after those companies. Like Saba, some of you may already know Kasaba Science, Saba. Look at this stock. It went over what? Over 140 not too long ago. In when? In July. Look, 140, 145. Since then, look at that, what it is. It's just like a big, and this big shocking with Saba. Now, where are they at? Below 50 areas, 60 areas. Look at that. And it tried to go above 60, it's just not able to do it. Not to, and November 29, you see at some point it touched here $90. But I remember I made a mistake. There are people in our group asked me, should I sell? I said, no, don't sell it. I am holding it because I'm holding it long term, and I know they have a lot of good drugs in the pipeline. Just they're going through some of the difficulties, but I had that strong conviction that when it came down, that I will add more. But the person he did it, I later on I realized he has a small account. So when it came down, he didn't have enough money to go buy back, add more. So for those type of situation, I don't know the answer. I don't want to tell you that should you buy it, because when you buy something and you ask my opinion, I share with you what I would do. But then sometimes I can tell, how much capital you may have it, or how much conviction you may have that this company is going to turn around and do there, and how long you're willing to wait. Okay. So, those who is in the community in our group, I kept saying, okay, I'm in this one, I'm in here short term, but I do take profit. Moderna, last Friday, it went up. I sold good amount of Moderna because it was my short term money that I wanted to free up. Tomorrow, if Moderna keep going higher, am I going to say, hi, I lost all this money? No, I'm green, I'm going to buy something else. There is no look back, right? I forgive myself. So I can't answer that question, my friend. You have to decide that some of the health company that if you believe in that, you wanna know that, hey, should I do it? If that's the case, if you want the opinion like of others like myself, or you value my opinion, we have a Telegram group, that free Telegram group. Join there. You can call me out my name, and then if I have time, I'll respond to you with what I'm thinking, what's my understanding. Fair?
Thank you, Mushi.
You're welcome. So the other thing, like those who come in, look, what happened during the market hours, we share some information like this. You see that it comes in when you see this, there is $3.2 million somebody buying these. So this is not like anybody Joe Blah putting $3.2 million saying that, hey, this stock is going to go up, and this is the call we are making, this is the price we are doing it. So when we start going after, those are the trade we make. We said, hey, if there is a big money coming in, I'm going after that. And that's how we stay green. And that's when if it goes down more, we just add more, because we know those big guys are not selling. They keep adding on that position. That's why sometimes when we used to do in the past, we used to have a way to share information with the people, but nowadays it's like market is like you have to be scalper. Take the opportunity when it comes in front of you. And then when it goes down, I'm not saying it always goes up. It goes down, then we have a strong conviction, because we see that more money comes in, more money gets added. All the big guys are putting 3 million, 5 million, 10 million. We saw what happened with Microsoft. We saw it happen with Facebook. We saw it happen with Apple. How much billion dollars went in. We are also in those trade. So when it went up last week, we made money, and then it made good money. Then we still not get out some position, but we took some profit out. Okay, but we used to do a lot of trade. Now what we do, our quantity of trade went down. We are looking for more quality. I'm not happy if I make 20% profit. I want to make higher than 20%, 30% profit. Okay. Yeah. So it is 1 hour. I hope you guys found this value, and like I said, take advantage of those guys. There's nothing free out there, but we love what we do, and we want you to make money with us and learn with us. Above all, market nobody knows, but you only know. You care about your money than anyone else. So why not just learn on the place where we are not telling you buy, follow me. Nobody here tells anybody follow. We just follow what big guys are doing, and then when we do it, we say, I'm in it. This is my reason of doing that. I hope you'll find value with us, and some of you are going to take advantage of this Black Friday and the Cyber Monday sale, and I'll see you guys inside tomorrow. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Thank you, Mushi, as always, brother.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.